my gosh. Okay, this was all filmed and put together in like the last few minutes.
Well, as you can tell by the typo on the opening slide.
Back, BAC.
BAC. It's the new spelling.
Yes,
We're back.
We're back.
We're back in the loop. BAC back on the loop.
So yeah, we're coming to you live, anchored at
where the heck are we?
Some anchorage of the Sisters Creek. It was way too crowded, so we pushed on past Sisters Creek about 5 miles north towards Fernandina Beach, and just found this little tiny creek to tuck off of the channel.
Just before sunset, we said, we really need to go live because this is kind of a momentous occasion for us. If you've been following along, 7 years ago, we bought our boat, Why Not?, to do the Great Loop, which is a circumnavigation of the eastern part of the U.S. We got as far north as Charleston, having started in Punta Gorda, Florida, before the pandemic hit.
Yeah, we got to Charleston in 2019. And then,
so we've been slooping, taking it slow. And then we returned to Sanford, Florida, and had been there for 4 years. And we just cast off the lines from Sanford on Wednesday. Did 2 nights going down the St. Johns River to Jacksonville. The river flows north, so you go downriver that way. And we just spent 2 nights in Jacksonville. And then we realized, looking at our calendar,
this is exactly 7 years to the day that we cast off from Burnt Store Marina over near Punta Gorda. That was where we basically took ownership of the boat, learned how to operate it, and got our AGLCA Burgee and set off 7 years ago today to start the Great Loop and headed straight down towards Hurricane Irma.
We were going to stay another night in Jacksonville, go to a play tonight, this afternoon, and then do a musical tonight because we're right downtown. We did the symphony last night. But we decided, you know what? How cool would it be to officially get back on the ICW, which is officially back on the Great Loop, 7 years to the day. So we decided to ride the flood out of Jacksonville.
It's kind of fun when you time it right to come out of Jacksonville down the river and you got like a 2.5 knots of extra current pushing you, which feels fast on a boat.
Oh, it does. It does. Definitely does. Anyway, I put together a little montage from the first day on the loop back 7 years ago.
She did this while we were cruising. I haven't seen this yet. I haven't seen any of this yet. So she's like, let's do a live. I'm like, okay, here, let's go see this original old loop montage of our footage from 7 years ago.
A lot less gray hair.
A lot less gray hair, but I probably wasn't as fit then.
No, you.
Okay, here it goes. Good morning.
It's an exciting day.
We are about to set off on the Great Loop, which is...
It's a circumnavigation of the eastern half of the U.S. by waterways. Typos did you spot in that?
and the audio was up and down and all over that because
I'm editing it while we're underway with the noise of our engines, with the noise of our engines
and waves,
and the noise of the engines on the video. So
challenge.
Not my best video production, but
it's over beer.
Was that I don't know. That just is fitting. It was just so much fun to put that together really quickly.
Video edited right as we were coming around the bend into Sisters Creek, realizing the anchorage was too full for our comfort. We could have squeezed in, but we prefer to be where we don't see other people. And here we actually found an anchorage where there's basically nothing in sight except for dolphins. There have been dolphins right there,
feeding
there.
Off of the boat. This is awesome. So we are officially back on the official Great Loop. We do not yet consider ourselves to have resumed our personal loop. We'll do that when we leave Charleston, which will be in a couple of weeks.
I think we're aiming to be in Charleston roughly May 13th, give or take. Never pack a schedule on a boat. But we're going to do a few stops with Savannah and then Charleston and work our way up. Fernandina Beach tomorrow, get some fuel.
Yes, Port Consolidate. Hopefully they're open because they are the kind of the cheapest fuel in the area. So fill up because we're
big diesels burn fuel, boats, whatever. And so we're excited. We got a beautiful sunset now, and gonna make some dinner, maybe heat up the hot tub. Who knows what we'll do this evening? We're back on the ICW. It's And oh, I actually had the Great Loop map. It was just having to pop up here. So for those who, we're gonna probably do another video just talking about the Great Loop and bringing people up to speed. But that's kind of the rough map, and you can see the dots. We're gonna be, those are typical travel, typical destinations that the people make on the loop. And where's Kiki? There she is.
Cheers, Kimber Keeks.
Yes, I get to get the cat up here, and it's going to be getting dark here in a bit. So before we end things, well, first off, let's bring the cat in.
Here's Miss Kiki.
Yes. And, yes, she's happy to be back in her cruising mode. She likes it, right? She talks to the dolphins. Yeah, so we're gonna enjoy this last of the twilight, and I see a couple people announced this live with 3 minutes to spare, so I'm actually amazed at how many people. 35. Wow,
Thank
35
you.
people tuned in with zero notice.
So I already have a video produced saying our goodbyes and thank yous to Sanford and doing a wrap up there. So that will be up this week. And then we'll do a video kind of reintroducing the Great Loop for those of you that are newer to the channel. And yeah, then we're just going to start sharing the segments. So expect our videos to be a little bit more regular than they have been this last year or two, which have been about monthly. We might go bi-monthly.
And
we'll
we might do spontaneous lives like this, maybe even underway or something, and just sharing some of the experience of being out here on the Great Loop. So, I do have a question here.
What beer are you drinking?
Okay, let's bring this out. Ford McCone wants to know, and it's Florida Avenue Brewing Company Flippa IPA.
I just randomly pulled it out of the beer fridge for him.
Yes, and it's actually not bad. This is my first one I've tried. I picked up a 6-pack. I wanted to grab another local beer before we left Florida, so I grabbed a Florida beer that was very obviously a Florida beer.
Does it say Florida on it?
Yes, yeah. Florida Avenue and Flippa. And Flippa encourages the dolphins, Flipper. So,
Okay.
And so, yeah, cheers to you guys. And we'll get to spin the camera and show some sunset, and then I can play the outro video, I guess. So
yeah. This is just a quickie, just to say hi. Thank you for joining in. We so appreciate it. I appreciate your enthusiasm for this journey and following along, and
maybe we'll see some of you down the way. Let us know if we're going to cross paths. So
definitely. So I'm going to spin the camera around so you can see what we're looking at, and then we're going to go find some dinner. Do they have takeout around here?
We had that in Sanford. We had many options. Yep. Ooh, look at that beautiful view. There was a dolphin that was feeding right there just a moment ago.
It's getting kind of dark.
Yes, there we are. Yeah, this is... Okay. Take care. Play this outro.